The Youth Vote. Excerpts from the 16th National Youth Parliament. Christina Foster, Member for St. Joseph, Minister of Health, student, Northgate College.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As the Minister of Health, I must address both the recreational and the medicinal aspects of marijuana and how it can affect the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Madam Speaker, after tedious and thorough research done on marijuana, the Ministry of Health has concluded that both recreational and medicinal marijuana is nothing but dangerous, dispensable, and detrimental to the future of Trinidad and Tobago. Allow me to explain, Madam Speaker. Marijuana contains these compounds called cannabinoids, and of these cannabinoids are the two prominent and popular THC and CBDs. THC is what binds to the receptors in our brain, mimicking the naturally occurring cannabinoids of our body and allowing that high feeling, that high sensation we are all more or less aware of. Madam Speaker, that high feeling that the opposition has no problem allowing to be freely recreational in the streets of Trinidad and Tobago. Madam Speaker, that high feeling that because of its source, THC, is directly linked to induced psychosis. Yes, psychosis. It's scary, but it's real. And the research to prove this is very strong. Madam Speaker, I'm speaking about a 2018 study done by the collaborative efforts of a total of 13 institutions and departments of university, surveying nearly 100 factors that are associated with psychosis. Madam Speaker, they saw that cannabis use is one of the 4 most definitive links to this disorder. I, as the Minister of Health, cannot stand idly by and allow this into the streets of Trinidad and Tobago. Madam Speaker, allow me to pause with THC and continue on with CBDs. CBDs is what is seen as the health aspect of marijuana and is responsible for the long list as my member of Chaguanas East has given us. But I would like to say, Madam Speaker, CBDs seem to be the best option. Okay, I understand, because I too do see the benefits. However, because it is coupled with THC in marijuana, it makes the entire compound simply more of a health risk than anything else. No problem.
Minister of Health, are you aware that THC and CBD are to be combined in order for persons to get the best possible outcome from the drug?
Thank you, member. I am not aware of that, simply because there are other options that include CBDs and do not include CBDs and give equal benefits and better and safer for our nation. Madam Speaker, I speak about a perfect example as cornflower. Cornflower can be grown in Trinidad and Tobago because of our climate being similar to its native place of growth, basically. This herb, Madam Speaker, according to the National Center of Complementary and Integrative Health, has been able to help with the immune system of many. That speaks wonders to those of HIV, those suffering with HIV. Madam Speaker, I also speak about turmeric. According to the scientists in India, it has been able to suppress seizures in epileptic patients. Madam Speaker, I also speak about the medicinal uses that we already have in Trinidad and Tobago to help those cancer patients who go through chemotherapy. And while the member of Chaguanas East speaks about the numerous side effects, to me, I would say that psychosis is the biggest side effect of all. Madam Speaker, now that I've shown you the dangers of marijuana, I've also shown you why it can be dispensable, as it has numerous alternatives and safer alternatives. I must show you why it can be detrimental to the future of Trinidad and Tobago. Madam Speaker, even though we have all this research done that I'm sure everyone here came with, there is still a very high percentage of unknown compounds in the cannabis plants. Madam Speaker, 60 out of 500 components are known and researched. That's 12%. 60 out of 500, Madam Speaker. According to a study, a 2016 study on the pharmacology of marijuana, they state that the other components are unknown, they are ununderstood, and the mental and physical aspects are unknown. Madam Speaker, I ask you, why should we allow such a drug to be entered into the streets of Trinidad and Tobago? If the other 2 points weren't convincing enough, I urge you to think about what the opposition is truly asking us to do. They want us to gamble with the lives of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago by placing into their hands a substance that we do not know the full capabilities of. And this government will not have it, Madam Speaker. Let those other countries do it. Let Canada and the state of California in America do those things. Let us learn from their mistakes and successes and allow that 12%, that very minute percent, grow and increase in information so that we can make more sound decisions. Decisions, Madam Speaker, that can be...
May the member give way?
No, I'm sorry, I'm running out of time. These decisions that can both directly and indirectly affect those susceptible to mental illness and those who are suffering from mental illnesses. It can affect those bedridden in cancer and the perfectly healthy. So, Madam Speaker, don't you think that we should probably know a little bit more about the substance that we want to release into the streets of Trinidad and Tobago? Madam Speaker, I urge you to remember as I close that even after the 20th person has spoken this afternoon, that you should not forget the dangers of THC and its psychosis-inducing properties. That you should not forget how dispensable marijuana really is because of the long list of alternatives that are not only safer but equally as beneficial. Madam Speaker, that you shall not forget how detrimental it can be allowing a substance that we do not know into the streets of Trinidad and Tobago. I thank you.
The Youth Vote. Excerpts from the 16th National Youth Parliament.